Exactly, it was bye. I think the way this game welcomed us is something that I loved really. I loved it a lot. I mean, the first circle moving towards the initial circle being formed to the southwestern side of the map, and then we had the bridge circle as well, wherein in the third circle it was the teams deciding whether to cross the bridge or not, and then it just took a northern shift. So a lot of surprises coming in, but let us now have a look at the damage histograph of this game and see how much damage was being outputted by every single team during those team fights. And oh my god, T2K 3044 damage by the squad, 15 kills coming in for them, an impressive performance. Look at this, they made every single tick of damage count for themselves, but Venom Legends just taking away a lot of kills away from their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, starting things off with T2K, 3000 damage in the first game itself. OMG. But you know, as you move onwards, Venom Legends, they were fantastic. Future Station, well, we could call them the smarter ones. You know, they were very vigilant. They knew, you know, what they had to do. They knew that there was that perfect window of opportunity which they had to capitalize, and that they did, for which they got the chicken dinner.
Definitely, and that chicken dinner performance, Chad, don't you think it is going to be that thing that sort of saved them from falling too far behind against their opponents when they were getting this many kills?
Yes, definitely. And I would like to say one more thing. The T2K, the way they were playing, I think that was very smart. Even all the teams were trying to capture the Ferry Pier area, the center of their zone. They were being silent. They were waiting patiently for the zone to shift so that they can move. They make the rotation silently into the zone. And I think every zone they did this thing. They were silently, sneakily entering into the zone, and that was why they were performing so well.
Well, the performance was just in game number 1. Let us have a look at the schedule once again and see what is going to come up next, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we all know, we saw the schedule at the start of the day as well. A, B, C, and D. These groups are going to play the second match of the day, which is going to be played on the map of Sanhok. And the way this tournament has started, I mean, just from a angle, I expect the action to be even more intense on this small, little, tiny map. Where, I mean, earlier we used to say, alright, this map is going to have a lot of fight, it is going to have a lot of aggression, but this time around with the new point system coming in, teams are taking those fights like they mean everything to them. They are going to sacrifice whatever they can to get those kill points for themselves, and that is something that I really love. It is going to give us a lot of action, and it has given us a lot of action itself in the very first game. But I want to ask you guys, after the initial impressions from the team, what do you think how our team's going to approach Sanhok? I'm going to start with you, Fix.
Well, you know, initially it depends on how the circle fares out, because there are two ways out of it. Either you have that western circle where we have all the teams kind of rotating out initially, just, you know, dropping there and just trying to stack up on the center hilly areas. But on the other side, if it goes all the way towards Painan or maybe towards the southern side, during the scrims we did see, you know, a few circles down south. So it all comes down to those initial circles, and yes, rotation has to be very quick, and yes, do not try to engage in fights more than a minute, because if you do, you might get shot from elsewhere.
Well, that might just be the scenario, but Shadow, I want to hear from you as well. Who are going to be those teams? Who are going to be those few individual players who you have to be careful of if you are in the game, and well, we are going to have to keep an eye out for?
Definitely, it has to be T2K and Venom Legends, the way they perform. But the main focus, I think, in Sanhok is going to be at the boot camp, because many teams share their drop location. Some of the teams drop in outsides of the boot camp and then make their rotations inside the boot camp. So I think boot camp is the place we need to look out for.
Well, definitely, that is going to be one high priority location. I mean, it always is, man. We always see 2 to 3 teams contesting that boot camp area along with Painan as well. So we're going to see how things go about in Sanhok, as this match is going to be really intense as well. And you know what makes the action even more interesting? It is our amazing commentators. So over to the mad scientist and the doctor, the experiment, over to the other side of the desk.
Thank you very much, guys. Well, the mad scientists out there, the experiments out there. I will be doing experiment on you if you talk about it. But well, let's talk about a few things. What are your views from this map of Sanhok?
I mean, Sanhok is going to be different. It's going to be quicker, but owing the fact that we had a kill within the first minute in Erangel, I mean, how quick can we get? But it is going to be different. It's going to be fast-paced action. And if you thought we had a tough circle in Erangel, oh boy, over here we are going to have a lot of snakes. We're going to have bullets flying from all directions, bodies dropping, and well, it's going to be exciting for you guys.
There's one thing, you know, when I asked you last time which is your favorite day, you called about it Paradise Resort, right? Any day, any time you'll be going to Paradise Resort, and you're a sniper.